Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a kitchen reorganization and just some clips of a garage reorganization as well. The kitchen, you'll see me actually walk you step by step exactly what I've done, whereas the garage, I just have a few clips of a before and after. I am in a different location, as you can tell. I'm on vacation, I'm at a relative's house, and they've requested that I help them organize their kitchen. Just to note, I have not gone out and bought any storage containers. She does have a few here, so whatever she has is what I'm going to be working with. So it may not be as picture Pinterest perfect, but I think it'll still be a nice transformation. So let's get started. Okay, so here we have the first cabinet. As you can tell, there's coffee, there's collagen, there's dishes, there's all sorts of mismatch of things within this one cabinet. That's the first one we're going to work on. I'm just going to give you an overlay of what the cabinets look like, and then we can sort of talk about what my game plan is. You can see there. Inside here, this cabinet, just some random things in there. Here we have what is utilized as a spice cabinet, and then this last upper cabinet is just fine china. I don't know that this one needs too much work. It's pretty organized, but I think I can touch it up just a little bit. Then we have the pantry, which I would like to organize. As I said in the beginning of the video, I do have a few storage containers that I can hopefully transfer some of these products in, but this will just get a little bit of a reorg. And here we have some glassware for storage and some serving and cooking pots. That looks pretty decent enough. In here we have another cabinet of pull-out drawers, which just has pots and pans, and down below the same. This drawer here is your plastic bags and some trivets. And over here we have this drawer is a hodgepodge, so we need to work on that as well. Here we have just random knives and little devices, but we can organize that. This is what looks like is used as a vitamin drawer, and here's the silverware drawer. That's the desk area of the kitchen, and then we just have some drawers and cabinets here. For the most part, though, I don't know that we really need to touch upon those too much. These just have platters, and I'm not really that worried about these cabinets as much as I am the uppers. So that's what I am working with at the moment. I'm going to take everything out of the cabinets and kind of move along from there. So here we go. So I just have a microfiber rag, and I just have some cleaning solution. I'm going to wipe down each cabinet as I take it down. I'm just going to wipe them down. Hey everyone, so it is the next day. I actually finished up the upper cabinets of the kitchen. I wasn't able to get to the drawers or the pantry, although I would love to have done that. I only got a few clips of me emptying it out, all the cabinets. I figured you guys would have an understanding of what that looked like. I didn't want to make this video too long. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did and my thought process behind it. I didn't do the bottom cabinets. they really weren't terrible. The upper cabinets were really the main focus in the pantry, and like I said, I wasn't able to get there to do it, so that'll have to be another time, even though I really would have loved to have got my hands on that. So let's go over to the upper cabinets and I'll show you what I did and the thoughts behind it. So here we have the first cabinet that I showed in the original clip. Here you can just see I just laid out the coffee mugs and the coffee. That was it. That's how the homeowner wanted. She didn't want me to put any of these really in any of these containers. She just wanted it really simple and functional, so I just left it that way. The shelves above just had some, you know, sort of random tea pitchers and stuff, and then the top shelf really has nothing up there either. So there's a lot of cabinet space in this kitchen, and a lot of things were just basically thrown together in like a little bit of a mishmash. So let's go into the next cabinet. It actually sits above the dishwasher. So I did want to just have the dishes, the everyday dishes and bowls and smaller plates just right above there, so it's an easy access from the dishwasher to the cabinets. And then above there, I had the same mentality with the glasses. Again, right above the dishwasher. This is the everyday basic cabinet. And then here we just have some parfait cups that I was trying to make like a little dessert cabinet, but I couldn't really get that organized. So those are the first two shelves in there. And then if you go above the other two, I didn't touch these two shelves up there. I didn't really have time to go through the two top shelves, so I just left it as is, and maybe in time I'll be able to come back and finish that off. Like I said, these are the two shelves that are most often used, as well as the two shelves in that cabinet. And then if we come across here, so this cabinet is a little bit also, not a hodgepodge, but I didn't really know what to do with it, because up here are extra plates from a china set that for the most part all the pieces broke but a few, so that was salvaged. Whatever was there, it doesn't really get used a lot, but for sentimental reasons didn't want to part with them, so they're sitting up top there. And then here are like little tea sets with their respective dessert plates. Same with this shelf. And then here are like the melamine plates, like outside. And so we have lots of those with the bowls and the smaller plates, but there are no cups that go with it. The mindset was to use this bottom shelf as easy access for outside use. Being that there were no glasses that matched this set, I just went ahead and put the paper plates there. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but quite frankly, it's more functional. And once I get my hand on the pantry, a lot more will be rearranged. But this is just like a little china cabinet inside the kitchen. This cabinet, if you remember, had all like oils and stuff, and what I did, I just pulled out a Lazy Susan and just put the smaller bottles on that as toothpicks, and then there's just the bigger bottles of the olive oil and avocado oil. And up on the second shelf are just some supplements. The top two shelves are empty. So that's this corner cabinet here. And then in this cabinet, this is a tea box, which I don't know, somebody must have used that and didn't get it closed, but I'll fix it. So that just holds a lot of teas, and there's some random ones in the boxes. Again, it's not perfect, just because I was working with what I had, so this is the best that I could do. So this is just more the tea cabinet, and then up above that top shelf there's nothing there. And then the shelf above just had some little pieces that I just stuck up there for color, and quite frankly I didn't know where else to put them, and they didn't want to get rid of it, so we kept them there. Here is the spice cabinet. First two shelves are spice and baking. It's right next to the stove, which is to the right of it. I just reorganized it a little bit. It's not perfect. Again, It's not, you know, the whole Pinterest aesthetic, but it's functional, it works. She has all her spices that she uses most frequently in front, and then in the back of the ones that are used less often. But again, it's functional. If you look up above, that top shelf has nothing on it, and this one I just added some, it's like a soup tureen and some little decoration that they didn't want to put out, but they didn't want to get rid of either. So we just stuck them up there. The cabinet above the microwave I did not touch. The only other cabinet I did was this. And so the top 3 shelves were all moved down one. And so what I did is I just moved all the china up above. I just moved them up a shelf, and here is a Lennox set that gets used the most. So I just felt, let's keep everything together. And this is closer to the dining room, which would be easier access just for, you know, after dinner and coffee and such. So that was kind of the thought process with that. I probably should have given you a little bit more of an overview of the kitchen, but basically it goes like that, and then it wraps around that way. Okay everyone, so there you have this little kitchen reorg. It wasn't a full kitchen as we talked about, it was just the upper cabinets. I didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare and get the things that I would have liked to have get and or things that I would have liked to have done. I just followed the homeowners' wishes and how they wanted it for the most part. I mean, I did have carte blanche, but I also needed to make it practical and useful for them to use. So I'm speaking probably more about the coffee cabinet, but that's okay. It's definitely much more functional, much more organized than it was. I think you can all agree on that. Comment down below if there's something you would have thought of differently that maybe I could suggest or redo at another time. Do you like these kind of videos where I just offer something different than fashion and beauty? I really enjoy organizing. It's one of my old-time passions. You know, people always try and call upon me because that's just something that I like to do. Please let me know if this is content that you'd like to see more of. And if it is something that you'd like to see, I can certainly do them with a little bit more planning and a real true proper organization. I do have a request to do small apartment, like the small condo kitchen, which would be a complete kitchen. So I'll go ahead and film that, but please comment down below again and let me know what your thoughts were on this style and the content of it, and if there's something I could do different or something else that you'd like to see. But in the meantime, please subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and I will see you all in my next video.